talk. I know it's been a while since I've done a live stream. I actually need to get on some more gaming live streams. But we'll talk about all that too. This live is gonna be for y'all, man. So ask me anything that y'all wanna know. Hopefully we get some new folks come through here. If you are new, let me know your name. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And just say, hey, matter of fact, actually, you don't even let me know your name because it's attached to your username. But we'll give it a minute. Sorry that the shirt is a little sloppy. I hate when they do this, man. As you come in, man, make sure y'all smack that like button, man. Make sure y'all smack it. And we gon' talk. If you can hear me okay, too, let me know. Matter of fact, this is the test. If you can hear me okay, let me know. Because I'm seeing if these mics work adequately. I've only used them in like maybe one reaction video. I feel like they're better for what I got going on now. But if you can't hear me, let me know. Now let me actually come closer to see if chat could hear whatever I was saying. All right, a tribe called DJs, a tribe called Jazz. Golly, let me read, okay? Let me read. What's going on? I Heels, what's going on? Ariana Gibson says, heard. Flower Puff Girl says, hey, hope you're having a good evening. I am. It's a lot better now that y'all are tapped in here with your boy. Tyler the Gemini, what's going on? First time catching a live. What's going on, Tyler? I typically don't actually do lives in this format, but man, I just figured I ain't talked to my people in a while, so I hopped on here. Fat Beard Man 1853 says, much love from Texas. What's going on, man? Much love from Tennessee. KC Kiura says, big bro, what's going on, family? What's going on? What's going on? J-Dog 007 says, I wanted to know, how do you split the profits between you guys? My goodness, just hopping straight. I said respond to the comments, but that brother said, before I know anything, I want to know what them pockets looking like and what everybody else pockets looking like. Golly. Look, well, good evening to you too, brother. Golly. Solo TMK says, Adel, you watched the Rick and Michonne spinoff? We gonna talk about that. Let a little bit more family hop in here. Matter of fact, where's my laptop at? So I can write down. No, I ain't even gonna write. I'm not even gonna write it down. We're gonna talk about why I'm right here too. All of that. Yeah, Ariana Gibson said straight to business, straight to business. Look, I'm not mad at you. I'm not, look, what they say, you can ask me anything. It doesn't mean I'm gonna answer everything. You can ask me, you know what I'm saying? Let me understand whether or not I'm gonna answer everything though. Sydney Polar said, I just moved out of my apartment into a house today. I immediately thought of your new house vlog. I'm tired. Hey, for those of y'all who don't know, this, we're gonna talk about all of this because this was straight just garage. So it's all got drywalled in. I'm excited. Cinco Manny says, you moving? We're gonna get into that. We are going to get to that. When's the next Walking Dead episode? We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that, man. We're gonna get into all of that. Soon as I see 100 on that number, soon as I see 100 folks in the chat, we're gonna pop it off. And all I need, and since we almost got that, man, soon as I see 50 likes, so we got 100 in the chat. Now all I need to see is 50 likes, and I'm gonna get to going through y'all's questions, man. I told y'all I'm here for y'all, so we're gonna get to that. All you gotta do is hit that little like button. It's free. It's free. Matter of fact, it's free 99 because all it costs is something that 99 rounds with, which is time. That's it. Somebody said Captain Clark. Backrooms. You must be talking about backrooms. Tom Godson asked me a question. Hey, look, I'm gonna start answering questions at 50 likes. I'm talking about that's low. That's low. 50 likes? 50 likes and it's over 100 folks in here. That's low. That just means half of y'all have to like the video. And then it's gonna be y'all time. It's gonna be y'all time, man. 53. All right, let's hop straight into it. If y'all are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Addison. This is the channel where I typically do a lot of reaction content. A lot of times in the group format. Sometimes you also see me doing solo reactions. Also been dabbling a little bit of gaming as well. We'll talk about what that looks like for the future of this channel. And because a lot of you have had a lot of questions about the behind the scenes related aspect of content creation and all of that good stuff, I went ahead and kicked up a content creator channel, which you can just find just by searching up my name, which is Addison, Adison, Hardyway, Hardy, Way. Well, I take y'all behind the scenes Where y'all don't typically, if for those of y'all who have been to this channel, you know y'all typically see me in the same room every single time. But on a content creator channel, I pick y'all up, I put y'all in a car seat, and I drive y'all, and I take y'all to different places. Like literally, I actually literally drive and take y'all to different places for sure. But yeah, somebody said stop lying. This is a Walking Dead channel, bro. The rest is just bonus. See, depending on what phase that you have come to this channel, I can't even say you crazy in saying that. It's funny because sometimes I'll see, like sometimes somebody will recognize me out in public and be like, oh, you that Game of Thrones guy, or you that Walking Dead guy, or this, or it's like, I get it. I see why. But I am a human being outside of just those particular series. But it is fun hearing different people's experiences and how they know who I am or who some of my co-hosts are through watching it. So let's hop straight into it. Solo TMK, appreciate you for being here. Asked me, am I going to be watching any of the spinoffs for The Walking Dead? For those of y'all who have been on the channel and have been tapped in, you know that the Walking Dead journey, for better or for worse, is almost over. The Walking Dead is a series that is 11 seasons. That is actually now taking over as the longest series of anything that I have ever reacted to on this channel. Before that, it would have been Game of Thrones, which was 8 seasons. And if you are new here, welcome to the channel. I did a first time watch of Game of Thrones. Now I'm doing a rewatch of Game of Thrones with a few friends and a family member. So now going back to the spinoffs, I say all of that to say I have 4 more episodes left to release on YouTube for my reactions to The Walking Dead. Season 11, episode 21, season 11, episode 22, season 11, episode 23, and season 11, episode 24. Now let me grab a chair, okay? This is actually not a chair, it's a ladder, but my behind can sit on it and I will be fine. Ladies and gentlemen, I know y'all been seeing the Fear the Walking Dead spinoff that I've been reacting to as well. But once, I'm talking about the very minute that season 11, episode 24, the final reaction on The Walking Dead drops on YouTube, if I do not have the ones who live episode 1 uploaded to YouTube somewhere within a week from that, everybody who calls me out on that, I owe y'all 25 push-ups. I'm serious. I'm not playing. That's how soon I should have it. You want to know that? Do you want to know why I should have that next spinoff to y'all that fast? Because I already watched the whole thing. Addison capping. He lying. I said it close, now I'm gonna say it far. Because I've already reacted to the whole series. It's actually been sitting on Patreon for over a month. It probably might be months. I had to go back there to say it for my people in the back. I had to go back there and say it. Dang, somebody said 3 or 4 months. Golly, they might not be wrong. I watched it a while ago. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. So as soon as that wraps up, y'all should be seeing that come to YouTube pretty fast. Somebody said us broke Negans late. Hey, listen, let me tell y'all something. For those of y'all who are able to contribute and support on Patreon, I just want to let you know, it does help a lot. It helps a lot. YouTube can be unpredictable. I love YouTube to death. I mean, without this platform, I would not have had the opportunity to meet or talk to half of y'all, if not most of y'all. I said half, as if I would have had the opportunity to talk to over 200,000 people. Let me stop capping. A majority of y'all, okay? Then let me just keep it a bean. Outside of maybe my mom, my aunt, I'm pretty sure they might be subscribed on here somewhere within the deep ocean of family members that we have here. But without them, you know, I mean, it's a blessing to be able to create content and put it on this platform. Patreon has really helped making sure that I can do this thing consistently, and also as I shift to doing and creating content full time. So I just want to say a special thank y'all for sure for that. And of course, one of the things that I pride myself in delivering to the Patreon family is early access content. All right. So YouTube is going to get probably 95% of the stuff that I create as far as reactions go. Y'all just got to give your boy a little time because I have to do a lot of editing to condense that stuff down. But it's gonna come, YouTube fam. Somebody said the other day, because I just dropped a reaction to Deliver Us from Ava today. And I didn't even realize in that video that I said this was a Juneteenth, because somebody was like, man, you gotta start reacting to more black content. You know, you gotta do it for the, you know what I'm saying? It's Juneteenth, we gotta do some black. I said, by default, if I'm black, so anything and everything I do, come on now, it's representing off bat. Off bat, I'm talking about off bat, I should go on and get that card stamped. Okay? But yeah, so that's the question on that. Wow, that was the longest response to a question ever, and I got a lot of y'all asking, questions. So let me speed this thing up. K3 NCE Williams says, "Would you ever watch The Witcher?" Good question. Actually, background about that. I had already started watching portions of The Witcher before I did the reaction channel, and the reason you'll be able to see this is. Rest in peace, you know, my brother Dre, who passed. When I say brother, we don't have the same mother, although I love his mother. We have different mothers, but we were that close to, you know what I'm saying, locked in like a brother. But I had already started watching season 1, 2, and 3, I believe. I got through all of those. So you'll see, I like dropped a random reaction to season 4, episode 1, because we had started reacting somewhere during that time. And I, you know, it's like, hey, shoot, we like this show. Let's go ahead and start reacting to it. So you'll see 1 or 2 of those episodes from season 4, and then he passed after that. So I didn't do any more. So I might go back and restart it. Good question. Now I have another question. Like I said, if it's something that I can answer and it's not too crazy, for sure I'm gonna answer. So somebody asked me this question. I have no problem answering. This one comes from K Trit 5279. They said, "Why did you stop reacting to Peaky Blinders?" So for those of y'all who are familiar with my Peaky Blinder reactions, I actually started those reactions with my cousin, actually, my little cousin. A lot of times people was like, "What's the relation to you? Is this? Ain't no Game of Thrones stuff on it. That's my cousin. That's the only family, all right?" Her name was Cariana. So she actually moved and decided to do other things. So that's why I have not continued those reactions. Actually, funny enough, I think we have a few reactions going into season 2 together, but because of the co-host switch, I was trying to think about the best way I wanted to release those videos, because I wanted to let people know and set a realistic expectation that was not going to be the same duo that I had moving forward with those reactions outside of the first ones. And since it was within a season, still thinking about that. Yo, love Cariana, but and I appreciate her for all of the time she's been able to record and things of that nature. But when somebody's in a different state, it's a little different. It's a little difficult to kind of work that out in the format in which I've been bringing to y'all here, y'all. So that's that on that. Good question. Appreciate you. Mr. Panda P5 says, "All love, bro. Love the channel, man. I appreciate you. Love y'all." Somebody says, "Are you ever gonna finish the Kingsman series?" I would like to. So for those of y'all who may or may not know, and I tell people this all the time on the content creation channel, when you're creating content, and when I have created content in the way that I've built this platform, like I've made it very us-centric, us-focused. Now, what I mean by that is y'all are involved a lot. A lot of times I can't speak to other creators. I can't speak to other Discords, Patrons, YouTube. Maybe some people do it, maybe they don't. I don't know. I involve y'all a lot in what happens and what comes to the channel. Even when it comes to stuff that y'all are like, "Bro, what the heck is this? I don't know if even 100 people have seen this movie." You can probably better believe that behind the scenes, somebody has either suggested it to me, recommended, we voted on it in the poll. I just wanted to watch it. That's why I said us. That's why I ain't kept. I ain't say all y'all, and I didn't say only me. So it's a healthy dose of both of those. So when it comes to the Kingsman series, I'm gonna be honest, I record so many reactions and I do not want to discredit anybody in particular about whether that was a request or not. But a lot of stuff has come between that. Now the movie was really good. So when I'll get back to the next sets of movies, I'm not sure. So to be safe, I'm gonna say I would potentially like to do more of that in 2027 because there's a lot of stuff this year that I would like to wrap up, and we can talk about that. Um, who else we got? Jamie Burrow says, "What's up, fam? When is that Severance season 2 coming? What's going on, Jamie? What's going on? Good to see you again. Appreciate you for hopping in the chat, Jamie. So I started those reactions out with me and O, and really enjoyed that series. It was actually one of my favorite series of. Was it the year? Did I start that this year? I can't remember. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the way that they wrote, the way that they think, all of that stuff. And sometimes the tricky part is because I do involve a lot of guest co-hosts in the content that I create here, scheduling can be a little hectic sometimes. So I try not to, like, if somebody's gonna come up, if I try not to have people just waiting. If I'm recording, I'm not gonna just have somebody sitting at the door just waiting and watching. So it sometimes is a little tricky. When I had a reaction series that was with 2 people and then you have 3 and other things of that nature, or 4. Like, I mean, the most that I've went on reactions up here is 5 people. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a fan of doing that many, not because of the people. Oh, I love the people, but it's like the way I had things situated, I don't feel like was ideal, from mics to all of that, which is why y'all see me here right now. I know you can't really tell, but let me pan and do this. It's a lot of work that's being done. And again, when y'all, for the whole behind the scenes of what's happening here, you have to tap in. You have to tap in to the content creator channel. I would post stuff like it just don't fit. You know what I'm saying? It's for here, I'm dropping a lot of reactions. For the content creator channel, I'll be talking a lot more about the behind the scenes stuff like I discussed. But for instance, for right here, I'm rambling. I love y'all rambling, but I'm just so excited to see y'all. So I'm talking a million miles per hour. So let me go ahead and intentionally try to slow down so I can get my thoughts out. The old studio space was a lot of fun. Actually, shout out to my dad. A lot of people don't know this, but the space that y'all have been seeing a lot of my videos, pretty much 99% of the videos that I create in now, actually was an area that was outside. Believe it or not, that area actually started as outside. And again, I'm telling y'all this because y'all family. I'm telling y'all this because somebody may want to know like how things came about. And I'm not the type of guy to gatekeep certain things. Now, if you're asking for the address and, you know, now, okay, all right, I got to be reasonable now. I'm going to try to look, I'm trying to give y'all as much information as possible without doxing myself. All right. So anyway, the previous area was actually it was a carport, but it got sealed in and closed in. And it's pretty much like a square room. Within that room, I also have a bathroom, so it allows co-hosts and things to be able to use it. But there's only a limited amount of space that I can shoot. And for me, I've actually shot pretty much in every angle of that studio. I kid you not. I shot in every angle of that studio. And the biggest challenge I had at the studio was how do I utilize the space, but still have a functioning room? Because sometimes I would have it set up in a way to where, I mean, you got to hop over cords to sit down and you got to slide by and you couldn't see the TV, or, you know what I'm saying, you're blocking a door. Like anybody who does content creation and things of that nature, you know that there's a certain level of when you light something, right? When you light it, there's sacrifices that have to be made with the space. So my most recent setup of the studio gives me the best ability to not only record, but utilize the space for other things. Like I edit, or I don't know, like somebody could actually sit down in there and be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So all of that stuff is important to me. And it goes into me just thinking, you know, thank God for the opportunity. Like, I want to be able to have enough room to have 4 people come in and sit, and I don't necessarily have to take 30 or 40 minutes out to change or rearrange the whole room or think about the lighting and things of that nature. The best thing, and then appreciate you, comrade Spooky, for saying love the videos. And I'm gonna come back to y'all. I know this live stream is for y'all. I'm gonna come back to y'all in a second. The easiest thing when it comes to creating is sometimes time, right? Sometimes being able to just go in, cut the lights on, sit down, record, and cut it off. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to tearing and some people may like this. Me personally, I'm not one of those people all the time. Having to tear and reset up everything and try to make it look exactly how it was. It's a lot better when you have everything set how it is. You just flip the switch and you record. So that's my goal here. I would like to know what y'all think. I have had the opportunity to talk to a few other content creators, namely reactors in the space. Some of them do an amazing job of accommodating more than 2 or 3 people. And I think it looks really good. One of the things that I'm actually considering, for those of y'all, let me ask y'all this. Let me ask you this question, because I'm gonna tell y'all something that kind of piqued my interest when it happened, but I didn't feel like I had enough space. Is there anybody here on this live stream who been rocking with your boy since Harry Potter? Because we're gonna talk. Is there anybody on this live stream who's been rocking with your boy since Harry Potter? And I'm telling you, I'm about to get back to more of y'all's questions, but y'all, come on. If you ain't been here about, y'all know I like to talk. Y'all know I like to talk, and I ain't seen y'all in a while, so I'm gonna talk. All right? His boy said I have. Steezy TV28 says I have. Jess Signory says I have. M8/T1 says me. She raised her hand. Okay. Somebody says Trick City says the Harry Potter mom's reaction was epic. Good, good, good. So I bring that up to say, one of the times the Nashville pretty much annual snowpocalypse happened, right? And during that snowpocalypse, I hunkered down at my parents' house for a few different reasons. The area I'm at with, again, TMI, it has a tendency, sometimes it can flood, and like whenever power goes out, I feel like the city knows I'm creating content, and they like, we gonna hit that Negro first because he be busting us for the most energy. We just gonna hit Addison first. Let's go ahead and knock Addison out first because he been using more than the average American in the first place, and then we gonna make our rounds to other people. So for whatever reason, they just, when the power goes out, it goes out. So on the opposite side, my parents, they I don't know, maybe they use less than the average American. I don't know, but for whatever reason, they did. So they had like a theater seat set up, and I did one of the Harry Potter reactions. That's how the Harry Potter reactions tie into this. I did. Was it 1 or 2? It was definitely 1. It was definitely 1 for sure. I did one of the movies over there for sure. And I kind of liked that sitting down, chilling in a seat, comfortable setup. And as I think about it, like right now, first of all, a big shout out to one of the sponsors on my channel, DX Racer. They've been more than nice to, provide your dog with 2 chairs and things of that nature, which I'm still going to utilize that stuff. So I don't want to make y'all think I'm not. But I also am thinking about having something that's kind of, I'm not going to say theater seating, but something to where y'all got to think, like, I sit in these chairs for hours, reacting to content, creating content, just hours. So I would like some seats that are going to be good, not only for myself, but for a co-host, a guest, or whoever comes in and sits on. So I'm thinking of trying to get something together like that. If anybody has any ideas, let me know. Again, this is the bare bones. Y'all are just seeing the drywall, like the little air ducts and stuff that's working on. This has been a project that's been in the works for almost over a month now. Almost over a month. But I'm not gonna tell y'all too much about that. Why? Somebody tell me why. Because you have to tap into the content creator channel. And I'm gonna go over all of that. Look, I'm not finna spoil the content I'm finna drop, but I am gonna drop the little trailer about what you can expect to see. Yeah. That's it. So somebody said maybe a couch. So the first reactions I ever put out, actually, I believe were all filmed on a couch. That couch was just not comfortable for everybody. I have seen groups of people who have reacted on a couch, and I thought maybe about going back to that. But the thing about the setup that I have now is the way I have my mics mounted. So we have a rolling chair. It's easy just to set those up. Sometimes I see people who just drop one mic and it captures everybody. That's cool. I'm not saying it's terrible. For me, I like to have everybody have a mic by them. But we'll see. Nicole Ross says mini movie theater. That would be dope, man. That would be dope, man. Matter of fact, for all of y'all who have, hear me out. For all of y'all who have suggestions, comments, thoughts, and ideas for a space for a setup for a space that I could utilize for, obviously one person, right? But goes up to at least 4. All right, 5 is tricky. 5 and 6 is tricky, and maybe one day I could do that. I don't know. We'll see. But let me know. But the best way to do that is join my Discord. You join my Discord, maybe we can put up maybe we can have a channel or category in there where we go like studio setup ideas and yada, yada, yada. Y'all can drop stuff in. Or if any of y'all are masters at interior design and want to let your boy know something, let me know. I've come up with a few concepts. Somebody asked me this earlier, and I'm going to talk about this on the content creator channel things. They're like, what are you using to kind of give an idea? I actually took a picture of the room. Somebody asked me earlier, like, how do I use AI? One of the things I like to do is get inspiration. So I took a picture of the room and I described certain things that I wanted in it. It's on my phone and I'm utilizing that right now. And I have a reference AI image that I'm using to see if I can make that vision come to light as much as possible, while being practical. So yeah, so somebody, Jen came in and she asked, are you going to react to the ones who live? YouTube family. Somebody go on and fill Jen in on what we talked about earlier. Somebody go on and fill in. We a family, you know what I'm saying? So somebody go on and fill in. It's Blood says, any idea when you're gonna upload more Fear the Walking Dead? Yes, so I'm on the home stretch of Walking Dead and Breaking Bad. I will say, let me finish wrapping up Walking Dead reaction videos on YouTube, which we only have 4 more left to go. And then you can expect to see some more Fear the Walking Dead. But I do not think you'll see more Fear the Walking Dead reactions coming until after I at least wrap up The Walking Dead, for sure. Any gaming on your channel? So, AK Zoomer, you bring up a great question. I've, on other lives, addressed this a little bit. I'm seriously considering going ahead and branching most of the gaming related content off to a gaming specific channel. I keep saying that and I haven't done it yet, but I'm thinking about doing it. I think it's the whole part of, which is funny because right now, even with being in the bare bones of this new studio that I'm setting up, it's I'm not gonna say, it's just the feeling of starting over. It reminds me, it just feels like I'm starting from scratch. And it's like, what if the way I envision it doesn't come to life? But then there's also fun in the journey. I'll talk about that a lot on the other channel. So every time, and I just, I recently started the content creator channel. I think there's a level of, I'm not trying to spread myself too thin, but I do want to make sure I'm doing the best job on putting category in the appropriate place, in the appropriate parts. So that is why I've been a little bit hesitant to go ahead and start up the gaming channel. But if that is something that y'all have enjoyed, which I feel like y'all have, because every time I pop out to do a stream, and y'all know a lot of time, even today, when it comes to these streams, your boy be last minute with it. But it's just because I'm so excited to kind of kick in and check in with y'all on a level that I can't necessarily do on the reactions, right? Because that's pre-recorded, you see it after the fact. But here I can have a conversation back and forth with you. And I also get to do that a lot when it comes to the gaming. So let me think on that, because I know I have to finish up Walking Dead Telltales. I know I have to finish up Resident Evil Requiem. I have a few other games, but I feel like I will be able to give y'all a better schedule and time for when that specific stuff is gonna happen with a gamer related channel. So yeah. Cole's Schrader 2611 says, love your reactions, man. Thanks for the laughs. Man, listen, man. Look, I remember first starting the channel and like, man, I don't even think some of them is gonna get some of the humor, because you know how it is when you got a certain group of friends that like y'all have certain life experiences, or just your upbringing, your way of thinking, or just the history of stuff, you'll get it. But bringing that, and I remember telling Dre this a lot. I was like, you ever had something that was special to you let's talk to Dre about this. And it's like, let's just have that for us, bro. Like, I know we enjoyed this fun. And then when you bring it online and to see people still enjoy it and rock with it, that's been a lot of fun. So I'm glad you're enjoying it. Randy V says, Addison, are you going to ever finish Red Dead Redemption 2 or Jedi Fallen Order? Randy, I'm going to be honest. When I start up the gaming channel, I just might restart both of those. I might just restart both of them. Tom Good Godson says, I get most of the humor apart from the personal stuff. That's to be expected. That's to be expected. I guess for me, this would be a good question. What do you feel like? And if I can't answer it, I will. If I can't, I won't. So don't let me get myself in trouble. Randy, do me a favor. What is potentially a reoccurring joke or reoccurring thing you hear brought up, but you feel like you on the outside of it? This is why I love these streams, man. I can talk to you about stuff that I don't normally get to talk about. What is something that you feel like has been brought up and you like, I feel like it is funny, but like they ain't letting the brother in. Let me give y'all another angle. Now I'm gonna give y'all another angle. Let me get my ladder. I'll be right back. Also, while I'm walking away, if this is your first time ever being on the stream, man, tell your boy what's up. Tell your boy what's up, man. Tell your boy what's up, man. Let me go on and dust this area off too. I'm coming back, chat. I'm coming back. I know I'm moving a lot, but this for my younger folks. You know how to be like, you can't be in one place too long because folks get bored, and you know this is me doing that attention span streaming right here, just by simply shifting the angle. I'm doing attention span streaming right now. All right. Ladder. Somebody said, "Are you 4'11"? No, this is a smaller. No, I'm not 4'11". What? No. Tenapix 6598 says, random Diamond Dave from Bad Medicine gave you a shout out on the last live stream. Yes, so it's funny. So shout out Diamond Dave. Shout out the guys at Bad Medicine General. We had actually started communicating a lot recently because, man, listen, there was honestly, let me not say only 3 because there's more than that. There were about 5 things I was extremely excited to see for the year. One was Backrooms. Another one, and this is in no particular order, was The Long Walk. Another was Project Hail Mary, and another was Obsession. 2 of those movies have just given your boy a nightmare, y'all. And I've tried just about everything with it. And there were a few creators in the space who are also dealing with the same thing. And sometimes folks get the feeling of when they're creating is like, oh, it's just me. Y'all coming for me because it's something about me you don't like. And Obsession was one of those ones to where like everybody was like getting the axe. It seemed. All right, it seemed. I ain't trying to be shady, but it seemed. So me and Bad Medicine had a trauma bond over that situation, if you may. So shout out to Dave. Me and him were talking. Man, I'm talking about I did everything to that video. That's probably the first time. And when I say, and I was so excited to share it with y'all, and then folks was rocking with the video, man. And that's the most fun part. When you drop content that folks are rocking with, I feel like Obsessions was one of the funnier, crazy. Obviously, the subject matter was leading a lot because of what we're seeing and reacting to. But that was one of the craziest movies I watched this year. And right now, there may or may not be a version on there that you can still see, but they pretty much restricted all of those. But my original upload got taken off. So me and Diamond Dave were talking about that a lot recently. So yeah. So shout him out. So I wonder, I need to go tap in. I watched a little bit of his stream in regards to talking about that. I need to finish and watch that too. So y'all know I had a whole rant video about that. Oh, and the other one that I got lost is The Long Walk. That, y'all, I don't know. Maybe give me another year, so I may try again. But if not, y'all know where to go. I ain't gonna eat. Know where to go. This one comes from It's Void. Addison, thank you for the content. It really helps me get through this world. Much love, man. I appreciate you. I never know what phase of life or part of life people are in sometimes when they watch the videos. And I used to be in a mindset of, because I take my church family and spiritual walk very serious. So oftentimes when I create or do reactions to videos, it seems, just speaking candidly, it seems way less important than the commitment and the work that I've set aside to make sure that I specifically do for the Lord. But then when you hear people come and say like, hey, they were at this point and this lifted them in this way and brought their spirits up in this way, I don't want to downplay that for anybody. So I appreciate y'all for sharing stories like that, because these are things that I never would have thought were possible from a uplifting aspect. So it's good to hear that. Usagi, what's going on, Usagi? Appreciate y'all too for the super chats. I'm gonna keep it being. I did not come, like every time I go live and stuff like that, I did not come on here to get money about y'all pockets. I came to talk to y'all. But you know, sometimes y'all drop enough in there for a brother to hit that Mickey D's, even though Mickey D's is probably bad for a brother. And I love y'all for it too. YB3640. And as soon as I said that, somebody came through with some more love. Appreciate you, YB. Appreciate you for that love. Will I be doing Severance season 2? Absolutely. Without a doubt. Just let me get my scheduling right and here I come, okay? But absolutely. Y'all know, Discord family knows, Patreon family knows, a brother may record at any time of the day. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I think I did my Project Hail Mary reaction probably like 10:30. I started that movie at 10:30 at night, and y'all know that movie's long. Oh snap, I just let out there that y'all should expect Project Hail Mary. This is why you gotta catch a live. This is why you gotta catch a live, because sometimes I'll be slipping up and telling y'all stuff that I ain't even told other people. But yeah, Project Hail Mary, that reaction is coming out. All right, let's get y'all another angle. Here we go. Attention span streaming, y'all. Attention span streaming. Let me get my chair. Attention span streaming. All right. Lisa, I see your question. I'm gonna come back to you in a second, because your question might get me in trouble, honestly. Peach_Panther, appreciate you so much for that love, family. Thank you so much. Says, I like From, Game of Thrones, Pluribus recently. We're gonna talk about Pluribus right after this, but I'm done with all of them recommending something I can't binge based on my likes. So From, I actually have all of those reactions, even including season 4 wraps. Just give a little time for editing, and I'm gonna get that out y'all's way, okay? Game of Thrones, obviously did the whole first time watch, and then I'm currently in the middle of a rewatch. Just to give y'all a heads up, y'all right now on YouTube at the time of this live stream, I believe I've dropped season 3, episode number 9, which is crazy. The whole way that a few of my co-hosts, James, I love you, bro. But your take on, that was crazy, brother. That was just crazy. I love you. I love you. But anyway, 3 times 9, that is up on YouTube. As far as where I'm at realistically in filming, I'm in season 6. So if you come over to Patreon, you seasons ahead. You understand? I'm in season 6 with that group. Now, when it came to Pluribus, I actually was going to, golly, I'm squeezing my cheeks between this ladder and it just don't feel comfortable. I actually was going to watch Pluribus, but that came at a time where I was weighing in, watch Welcome to Derry or watch Pluribus. And then the group decided Pluribus. So that is the only thing that stopped me, but I definitely would like to do Pluribus for sure. Lisa says, can y'all do Bridgerton? So the reason I said this question is gonna get me in trouble, because I don't even know if Patreon even remembers this. So I'm whispering because I don't want the Patreon family to hear this and then I get in trouble. If you can hear my whisper, if you're on YouTube and you can hear my whisper, talk to me. Somebody asked me about LeBron, we can get into that. If you're YouTube family, because I'm trying to talk to where Patreon can't hear me. YouTube family, if you can hear my whisper, let me know, okay? YouTube family, if you can hear my whisper, let me know. I just want to make sure. Okay, cool. You don't have to yell at me, Lisa. I'm trying to answer your question. Okay, listen. A while ago, you know how you just hope people forget stuff? I actually polled a Patreon and asked them what should my next show be, right? Because I was in deep with a lot of shows with the group, and I was gonna give them some late night reactions for all my night owls. I was gonna have them stay up, and I was gonna do reactions with the Patreon family. And Bridgerton, if I'm not mistaken, won by a landslide. Okay, so I'm technically already supposed to be doing that. I'm actually already supposed to be doing that. Okay, but just don't speak about it too loud, or I might get in trouble. Now, to answer your question about y'all, I can't guarantee no doggone y'all, all right? The brothers got things to do. They got other priorities, family. They got everything. I can't guarantee no y'all about nothing. The only thing I can guarantee, matter of fact, I can't even guarantee me. I'm gonna just say, Lord willing, your boy is gonna do some Bridgerton reactions. Just let's bring the volume level of that conversation down, all right? Because it can get me in trouble. Because when I tell you that series won by a landslide, I don't even remember what the other options on the poll were. That's how bad it was. It mopped the floor with the other options, okay? All right, okay, cool. I might bring that to y'all on some late night reaction stuff, all right? Cool. Now I can raise my voice back up. All right, so Patreon family, sorry if y'all couldn't hear anything I was saying. Now, the real Emil, appreciate you so much for that love. Appreciate you for that super chat. Says, you should watch the movie The Hate You Give. Who recommended that film? I appreciate you for that recommendation. Tell who somebody recommended that film. I might have to add it to the rotation. Y'all know sometimes I like to give y'all thematic movie reactions based upon the month. So I might have to do that for sure. Usagi said my lips are sealed. Best secret keep. I appreciate you, Usagi. I appreciate you. Casey Kuro says, yes, Dead City, I'm so hyped. Hold on. I didn't say I didn't. See, then y'all get to like, see, what I love and hate at the same time is how somebody can say something in the chat and it just take a life of its own. I ain't even said I was watching Dead City yet. Cause I plan on watching it. You know, I can't speak for everybody else, but I plan on watching. But somebody said, yes, Dead City, I'm excited. I gave an announcement that I was gonna watch that or drop that. I gave y'all one, I said the ones who live. Who said something about Dead City? I plan on it. Hey, Como says, how am I supposed to get my direct vid request to you as an ultimate member? I haven't been able to reach anyone. So, good question. If you are on that tier, once you go to Discord, there'll be a form. I think I might have some mods on the live stream, and you'll be able to see that, and then you fill out that, and it goes into the queue. Again, we'll talk about the specifics on Discord or Discord. But yes, if you're in that tier, there should be a form you fill out, and then that form comes to me. And then I know what the suggestion is. Peach_Panther says, good brother and fellow follower of the creator of this world. I asked for a recommendation based on my likes. Hey, how many? You said, look, first I appreciate you so much for the love for the super chat. How many likes you talking, brother? Because how many likes you talking? How many likes? I just need to know how many likes you talking about, good brother. Can we go 275? 275 likes? Somebody says you won't be able to post. Jessica Cantrell says Patreon listening too, Addison. I don't know what you're talking about, just listen to what? What are you talking about? Nose and look at what you talking about? Yeah. Urban Nicole says solo leveling. Thank you for getting on. Thank you for getting on me about that. I did start solo level reactions. I need to check in with my little brother. So my younger brother actually does. He's a part of the group that was doing some solo leveling reactions, and he's about to get ready to head to school. He's a college basketball player. So let me chat and check with him to see if we have time to get more of that situated before he has to be committed to what he has to be committed to. Okay. Let me check on that. Somebody says you don't think I like Bridgerton. Why do you say that? Matter of fact, don't answer that question because you might spoil it. Somebody said good things capture is not available. Myso 100. Why you say that? Somebody says, I love the Star Wars Chief. Speaking of Apple TV, Ted Lasso, is that new? Is that a new studio area? Yes, it is. So man, look. I don't even know what the back of the T talking about, but I actually have one story. Matter of fact, I don't even know if I was in camera. Okay. I need to get back on some Star Wars reactions. I need to get back on some Star Wars reactions for sure. My uncle showed me a few of those films growing up, and that's what gave me the love of that. The thing is, I know my uncle. So shout out my uncle. Love him. Actually, shout out my aunt too. My aunt came over and we were talking about some reaction related stuff and some business stuff in regards to that. She is actually a twin to my mother, who y'all may or may not have seen, depending on if you watch the video, in the Harry Potter. So my mom's react to Harry Potter video series that I did two of. She was the one. So her husband is the one I'm talking about. So he actually, and I'm telling y'all stuff about the family. Y'all like, bro, this TMI. Anyway, y'all here, so I'm gonna just yap. He is the one growing up who would get us into certain movies. Like he shout out my Uncle Harold. He had us watch a couple of Star Wars movies, which I forgot a majority of those. I just remember it was, Negroes sometimes with lightsabers, right? And Sith Lords and Dark versus Light. Yeah. And I remember character names like Anakin and Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, stuff like that. So anyway, because I was younger and I don't necessarily remember all the themes of it, and they got some new movies that I've never seen, I plan on watching those. The other one that my uncle was a fan of is he liked Rocky. So he had us watch some Rocky ones. He had us also watch a few Indiana Jones movies. He had us also watch, come on, it's at the tip of my tongue. I said Rocky, Indiana Jones, Star Wars. Dun, 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 dun. That's Indiana Jones. What is the other one my uncle had us watching? Okay, I can't remember. It'll come back to me. And the reason I tell y'all this story is because people will come to the channel and they'll be like, bro, I know you lying, bro. Come on, bro, it's like your thousands video and you said you ain't never seen it. First of all, that's cap. I've not never said I hadn't seen anything in regards to 1,000 different videos. But again, because I'm doing a reaction channel, I've kind of prioritized a lot of stuff that I have not seen over stuff that I have seen, or if it's stuff that I have seen, I try to kind of put that deeper on the back burner. So even if I thought I remembered some stuff, I can forget most of it, so that y'all know a lot of my reactions are somewhat prediction, a lot of humor based, right? So that's one of the reasons. So somebody asked me today on the Delivers from Eva, they was like, bro, all right, I love you and I appreciate and support the channel, which that may be one of y'all, and love and appreciate and support you. But it's like, come on, bro, you telling us you haven't seen this? I can tell y'all right now, one of the top genres that I guarantee you I was not watching growing up was rom-com. Oh, heck no. No. You can thank the YouTube family for that, which is one of the reasons, again, I love and appreciate y'all, because y'all recommend some stuff I may not have even given a light of day or a chance. And then sometimes I end up enjoying it or liking a lot. So rom-com stuff, 100%. Somebody asked me, what was you doing as a kid? Were you growing up under a rock? Two things are true about my youthful experience. One, as a child, my parents was not playing that, bro. If you even look like you was finna cuss in the episode, you know what? I'm gonna give you a prime example. You know when somebody be like, man, what the what? Huh? What the Lord Jesus Christ, the Heavenly Father? Say it if you want to. Even if the show said that, the show, my mom and them finna spank the show. They finna spank the show. So off bat, no, heck no. Which is why y'all see me like, that's why I try my best to remove a lot of that stuff. That's why I have the cheap blogger that's come up. So, but then too, so there's that. And then the other aspect of it was, I like to play outside. I was a kid. I like sports. Like I had a basketball goal at the crib, so I was outside a lot. I watched a lot of movies. A lot of that stuff was like, y'all don't make fun of it. Y'all want to know why the VeggieTales is an ongoing joke? Every time somebody gets hit so hard, like Breaking Bad, when Ted got hit, I thought he was about to be a VeggieTales character. But that's because that's what I grew up watching. Like, I'm about to bring y'all some shows I bet y'all don't know nothing about. I bet you don't know nothing about it. Who here in this chat knows about Bible Man? I bet nobody who here in this chat know about Bible Man? Bible Man? Y'all don't know about that, man. Y'all, come on, man. Y'all don't know about no Bible Man, bro. I'm telling you, my dad and them had me on that faithfully. Bible Man, Veggie Tales. Y'all don't remember the Veggie Tale episode where they had to deal with the chocolate bunny? Y'all don't know about that. Let me get to some super chats because I'm missing quite a few folks. Ghost0724-K2K says, Sopranos next great all-time show. Are we getting back to Sons of Anarchy season 3? Yes, I am getting back to Sons of Anarchy season 3. Just wrapped up season 2 reactions. I think YouTube is still in season 1, but I'm gonna start dropping some more of that too. Matisse Bellows 6977 says, Addison, how are you, brother? Man, I'm blessed, man. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you, my friend? I need hairdo says I missed the super chat. Hopefully I just got to it. Coco _Samoa 808 says I'm on Discord but don't know how to send my request. Coco, do me a favor. If a mod is able to assist with that, I would appreciate you so much. If not, we can try to take a look at it after I get done streaming. Somebody said wipe your lip. I saw that message way too late. Appreciate it. Jenny at Denny says, Edison, are you in a garage? Slick, but it's being worked on to become the new studio space. I'm bringing y'all on that journey. You know what I'm saying? I put y'all in a car seat, put my seatbelt on, and you know, we going on a little ride. Y'all get to see this from the start. One Piece live action. I want to get back to that for sure. Norm X237 says, love. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Somebody just hold on. Let me finish seeing what I said. I think somebody just dropped some love in the chat. Hold on. Love reactions. Will you ever watch The Mentalist? I don't know what that is, but right now I'm such a good mood. I'm gonna just start saying yes because I think somebody just, man, hold on. Let me scroll up, y'all. I know I'm missing a lot of chats. React to The Hills Have Eyes 6. It's 6 of those in there? Listen to me. Okay, let me be real. Let me be real, y'all. I need y'all to stop doing one thing for me. I need y'all to stop doing one thing. Rockzilla TV, I love you. I love you, brother, but do me a favor. If you know good and well a movie has 6 movies in it, y'all better not tell me a number outside of 1. Now you can say, listen, you should watch this franchise, but this is my favorite. When you say like, yo, watch this one, bro, you do realize, like, y'all, and maybe it's a tactic on y'all's end because you know by asking me to watch 6, I have to watch 1 through 5 first. So maybe I'm the dumb one. Maybe I'm being played. So The Hills Have Eyes. What is the one we just watched that had a weird wrong turn? Why did I think that was the same franchise? So yes, I plan on doing. Man, I'm about to just start saying yes to everything because one of these super chats, man, y'all done surprised the brother with that. Well, hold on, don't cancel. I was about to accidentally report one of y'all comments. Courtney Jones, what's going on, sis? Long-time member, started on YouTube, made my way to Patreon. Always love, appreciate the EDN fam. The long way. I don't know what dance I just did, but it's my happy dance. Appreciate you being part of the family. See, Courtney, this is the thing, y'all. It ain't no fan base over here. It's family. Some of y'all, I know you by username. I was about to say first name, but then I'll be capping. Because I'm not gonna, see, this is the thing. Some of y'all, I might see you in person. Oh, you're Billy Joe Red Nose 354. No, actually, my name's Gary. You Billy Joe Red Nose 354. Stop playing. So that's why I say I know you by username, not by first name. Appreciate you so much for that love. Hold on, man. I know somebody didn't just come through with 100 ball. 100 ball, bro. You want some lemonade, bro? I don't really got much else to offer you outside of just good conversation. You want some lemonade, bro? For real, Robeson, you want some lemonade, bro? Here, get here. All right, don't get on the phone. All right, I'm gonna drink something too. Man, appreciate you so much for that love. Man, what did you ask? Let me just say, go ahead and say yes unless it's something crazy. Would you be open to reacting to Battle Royale? It's one of Quentin Tarantino's top movie. Heck yeah. Man, what? Come on. You just dropped 100 in the chat, bro. Of course I am. Hey, Mars, do me a favor. Do me a favor, man. Whatever it is that Robertson said, watch. Let's go on and make it happen. Let's set a date to it. What'd he say? Battle Royale. Yeah, whatever it is. Watch it. We watching. Yeah, I'm watching it. I can't speak. I'm watching it. Yep. Go on and drop that. Mars. Yep. Whatever that is, let's go on and do it. Let's go on and do it. He lucky I ain't in the studio right now. I cut this stream off. Oh, so then they coming through with another one. Bro, I'm about to call my mama, bro. I told her I wasn't gonna be a waste of time when she gave birth to me. I told her. I said, Mama, I promise. Well, I didn't say promise because the Bible said, yes, let your yeas be yeas and your noes be noes. I said, Mama, I'm telling you, one of these days, like all these little stupid jokes I be telling at the house at the dinner table that only my little brothers and sisters think is funny, like somebody gonna respect them one day, bro. I was about to start a fake crime, but then that'd be worse. Starting a fake crime because I'm gonna get to that too. I ain't even see it yet. Mariano Alvarez, my brother, appreciate you. You guys should consider checking out Dr. Walter Baith in his series called Total Onslaught. Look into it. God bless. Let me look into that. Now, a lot of times people mention things and super chat things that I have heard of. I've never heard of that. So let me look into that. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me check on something. No. I'm not. I got the mic on. I was about to see if I had enough room to do a cartwheel in here, but come on, y'all. Y'all already made me jump in the pool one stream. Don't y'all look. I've given y'all enough. Okay, I've given you enough clips to clip me for a lifetime. Thank good. Look, listen, y'all. I ain't even got a bin on, and I feel that air. It feel good. Let me get to some other. Candace said, "Addison's so hyped, man. Heck yeah, I am, man. I just came on here to chat with the family, and the family showing love to her brother, man. Showing great." Bro, what in the world, bro? Bro, what? Ain't no way, bro. I think my stream glitching or something. Nah, that gotta be Monopoly money, bro. Is that Monopoly money, bro? Ain't no way that's real. Ain't no way. Ain't no way in the world. Eat, pray, smoke. See then? Hold on. I'm not trying to come for nobody in the chat. Because I know people be like, Addison, with a username like Everyday Negroes, come on, bro. And I'm like, what? Is it in the bit? Oh, you eat, pray, smoke? I'm just glad you don't got repeat on it. Maybe you just talking about something you do it once to eat, pray, smoke. Maybe it's one of them young boys, so we talking about like smoke or op, like on a basketball court or something. Hold on, bro. Hold on. What's good, eat, pray, smoke, though? Enru here says, can you react to Pirates of the Caribbean 3, 4, and 5? Yes. You know what? Yes. No, hold on. Let me not say a time or date. Yes, I can. Somebody said I need you to react to Speed Racer. Never seen that, so I'll be curious to see that. 2008. We got mods. I hope we got Battle Royale in the chat. Robertson coming through with another. Come on, man. You know what? No, let me not say that. On the stream earlier, y'all had said that we had to eat a raw egg, and if certain things was dropped. I ain't calling no names out. All I'm saying is I was the only one who did it, and this reminded me of that time. Pray Spoke said the spot coming along. Yes, I got a lot of work to do, but it is. Derek McDowell says, are the MC reactions coming back? So, just to give y'all a little look behind the veil, I was either going to release 28 days later Bone Temple tomorrow or the Thor reaction tomorrow. I think I'm gonna release 28 days later tomorrow, but I would like to get the Thor reaction up. I don't know if I can get it up before the end of this month, but I would like to get it up soon. I would like to get it up soon. But the MCU stuff is coming. Golly, they showing love tonight, bro. They are showing so much love, bro. This is crazy. I bet this stream is so random. Hey, Addison, much love to you. You gotta check out the Nolan Batman movies. Man, yes, bro. I told you, bro. Y'all done caught me at the right time. I'm probably finna get in trouble for how much I'm saying yes, because I need to remember what all I'm saying yes to. Yes, bro. Yes, yes. Golly, yes. It's good to see you. Last Samurai for you. Appreciate you. Bible Man was Buddy Limbeck and Charles in charge, yo. Yeah, I told you they don't know about that Bible Man. Roberson says, last one. Hey, family, listen. I appreciate you. You know what they call the Hunger Games? Battle Royale with cheese. Hold on. Hold on. Now you know a brother really liked that Hunger Games. Now I'm talking about love that Hunger Games. So much so we had a book club, and I think we read the first book. The Hunger Games was good. Speaking of which, I got a question for you. Let me get a poll. Let me get a poll for y'all. Let me get a poll for y'all. So y'all know I've been doing the rewatch, right? Can I do a poll on this thing? Where my poll options at? Y'all, I'm on the phone. Here we go, poll. So with the let me ask you two a question. What would y'all like to see with the rewatch crew, right? What should I watch? Because Game of Thrones has 8 seasons. Like I told y'all, we're on season 6. And I want to know, would y'all like to see a Hunger Games rewatch? Because the rewatches are kind of fun. And I like them because, you know, sometimes y'all be on my head about, bro, you talked over this or this, that. I get to pick up some stuff that I didn't see the first time. Actually, it's like a 5th time for me because when I edit, I watch it for a 3rd and 4th time, but going back over stuff. But I like that. But I have a question for y'all. And I want to know, if I were to do a rewatch, right, with the if I were to do a rewatch with the rewatch crew, what movie series or franchise would y'all like to see me do with them? I know if you're watching the stream after the fact, it's gonna look stupid, but I'm gonna just point. Which should I do a rewatch with the rewatch crew from? Hunger Games or Harry Potter? Let me know. Let me get back to I think I missed the super chat. This comes from Mariano Alvarez. Appreciate you again for that love. Man, this is Saturday Night Live. I might have to bring this to y'all more often. Saturday Night Live. It's a long series, so it might not be great for reactions, but I think you would love it. I'm not SDA, but it transform my relationship with Christ. So I don't want to claim to know everything. And again, it's just so much going on. Let me know what the SDA acronym stands for. If you might say it, I'll be like, oh, but right now I'm just drawing a blank. Sorry, just the love being shown tonight is, I'm blinded by love. That's what I am, blinded by love. Enru says, love your reactions, bro. I appreciate you. Casey said, Addy, don't let them say your mixtape is AI, bro. Man, you know they be getting, see, I got tired of getting my head busted on my little intro, outro music. So I said, bump it. I'm about to just make my own. I'm about to just make my own and just talk about content creation a little bit. And the good thing about it is I ain't got to write a whole song. I just write a little chorus, a little quick little verse, let the beat little play, and I'm up out of here. And it's personal to the channel, and I don't got to worry about anybody coming from my stuff. Because, you know, music is the main thing they'll get a brother on. Shauna says, Addison, you doing absolutely nothing in that garage. Go back in the house. See, Shauna, look. I got so much love in my heart right now. I'm not mad at you. Come on, give me your best shot. Right here. Come on. Give me your best shot. What they say, turn the other cheek? I'm turning all of them. Pause. Just the ones on my face. Good night, Robertson, man. I appreciate you. Are you doing solo series R10S Ask? Yes. Yes. I am. I enjoyed that series, but I try to prioritize some of the group reactions that I had. So solo was a series that I started out doing solo. But I had a lot of co-hosts and guests that wanted to come and do some content. So I prioritized that stuff, which meant I had to deprioritize a lot of the stuff that I was doing by my lonesome. Jensen Ortiz says, y'all been struggling with depression and watching you has changed my life, and all the reactions make me laugh. Man, first and foremost, let me just stop and say, I hate to hear that, but if nobody else will tell you this, you're important. God loves you. You know what I'm saying? I got love for you and others. Like, obviously, I may not know every single thing about you. I appreciate you for being here, but you are important, man. You're valuable. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. I understand that not all of us are perfect and we make mistakes. And I'm not going to get on here preaching to y'all and things of that nature. But the key thing that I want to let you know, because sometimes I feel like a lot of people do not hear this, is that, and oftentimes, other people don't take the time out to tell you enough. The words like, I love you and I appreciate you. And then your life has meaning and value and purpose. So again, I'm not trying to sound like one of them affirmation YouTube channels when I say this, but I mean this. And whoever needs to hear that, man, hear it, man, for sure. Hear it for sure. A lot of times people just think I'm some dude on the other side of the screen, which ultimately I am some dude on the other side of the screen, but I'm human too. I got emotions, I got feelings, I got family, I got all of that too. And I think that's one of the things that, and again, going back to the loss of Dre and things, that you just think about that sometimes, which I genuinely hope and hope he felt that. But I tried to express to him too. And I don't feel like this is something you could ever say enough, right? Now, sometimes it could be one of them things. It's like, all right, bro, you know, I know you love me. I know you love me. You know what I'm saying? My dad likes to joke with me. My dad likes to joke with me a lot too, which I appreciate and love him too. You know, when you get to a grown man and your dad be like, come here, boy, give me a hug. It's like, all right, I love you. All right, take up with me, daddy. God, leave. You ain't got to do all that hugging stuff, daddy. I love you. God, leave. But then when folks be gone, you be missing it. You what? I'm gonna have to stop acting brand new, but man, hold on, bro. Somebody said your Walking Dead music is dope, bro. I appreciate you. Oculus, what is that? Oh, I got an Oculus Quest. Matter of fact, random note, I did an Oculus Quest reaction to the Titanic sinking, and that was a lot of fun. Live for Rich says, see, all I hear is excuses right now. I don't this chat, I'm so far behind on the chat, you gotta let me know. The poll is still up, man, which I want the rewatch crew to watch after they finish Game of Thrones. Hunger Games or Harry Potter? And the Maze Runner 2, bro, please. Are you talking about for a rewatch? Because I finished all the Maze Runner. Those are up on YouTube as far as reaction. Seventh Day Adventist. Yes. I asked earlier about SDA. Yes. Okay. All right. Now the acronym makes sense. Sorry, I had a lot going on, but yes, I'm familiar with that term. No, that's not what I am, but I am familiar with the acronym now. Jensen said I'm about to hop out. Peace, my family. Peace, family. Roxy said, Addison, I just saw that you're live, so good to see you. I'm waiting patiently for your reaction to the ones who live. Roxy, man, listen, I told y'all I recognize y'all, man, because sometimes y'all show so much love. It's hard for me to miss you. Roxy, I appreciate you always liking and hyping the videos. You hear me? I know I'm not a big, which is why some of y'all I just do voice note replies to. I'm not the biggest texter in the world. I'm probably the worst texter in the world. I'm gonna let y'all know that now. I'm the worst texter in the world. That's one of the reasons why I do YouTube content, because I like actually speaking and talking, engaging. Sometimes you say something through text and it don't come through. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. Sometimes you write a, hey, I love you, and the text come through, I like, hey, I love you, and it's like, no, like, yo, I love you. You know what I'm saying? A text can't do that. It could never. You understand? Or like, I'm gonna give you a prime example. It's like, yo, maybe a text if you tripping. It's like, no, listen to me. Like, you tripping. A text can't do that. Oh, somebody said, have you saw A Quiet Place? Yes, I've seen all of those. I've seen all of those. Would not mind doing a rewatch though. I've seen all of those. Latin Blue said James would probably like the governor. You probably right. You probably right. I'm gonna let James defend himself on that. Go sticker, bro. You already YouTube family though, bro. Like you are already YouTube family. I see the diamond emoji on your name. I see the diamond emoji on your name. Bro, this is crazy, bro. Like the diamond emoji, you already, man. Let me read it. I've loved watching this show grow. Each commentator adds to the channel and brings their own perspective. I love that you always speak about the Lord, and I believe anything done in his name will succeed. I would like to see the show Shy added. My fault, yeah. I would like to see the show Shy and the movie Crash. Man, add it, bro. Add Crash, bro. Add Crash, bro. We gotta talk about Shy. You know, I just can't be promising all these shows. But add Crash, bro. Add Crash. Add it, bro. What we got? Battle Royale and Crash? Add it. Add it, bro. Add it. Add it, bro. Add it. Gold sticker. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for showing that love. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you for sure. Man, I had some things I was supposed to talk about tonight, and y'all got me thrown off in the best way ever. Family showing love today. Man, my goodness. For sure they are. Somebody says Divergent. Oh, so pretty trippy. So again, I'm not saying this to boast or brag. I just, when you get opportunity to change certain things and improve certain things, you're not bad about it. So right now, I'm still working on my smile and things of that nature. All right, cool. Your boy teeth used to be like that. Okay? It was field goal. I'm telling you, the NFL had reached out to me. They was like, yo, Addison, we're having a field goal shortage. We didn't know, are you available? I'm like, available for what? We need to kick a football through something and say go. And I was like, yeah, why y'all calling me? It's like, because we just feel like you've had one of the biggest gaps known to mankind. And I was like, how much y'all paying? Hey, look, can't even be mad. I was just like, how much, man? All right, I'm capping that. But anyway, the reason I bring that up is I actually watched, I kid you not, I think I watched the first Divergent movie as a reaction. It might be over 2 years ago. It might be over a year ago. It's at least over a year ago, and it might be approaching 2. Since then, I went ahead and finished up the other 2 movies, which was Insurgent and Allegiant. I forget which one is which. So I say that to say, when you see the video of me reacting to Divergent, I don't want y'all to think that like I went backwards with my gap. It was just that I went back in time. Like I might have to because I don't want people to be like, dang, Eddie, the glow down crazy. Ain't gonna be like, Eddie, the glow down crazy as all get out, bro. the glow down crazy, they're gonna be like, Eddie, man, use some super chats to fix your teeth. Get them back to where they was. So when I dropped that video, y'all, just for those of y'all who know, you know, we talked about it on this stream. For those of y'all who know, I'm gonna film a whole nother intro to that video. I'm gonna have to explain myself. Some people gonna want to know what happened to me. I'm gonna have to explain myself. Just give me about 10 seconds to explain myself, then we get to the video. All right, cool. What super chat did I miss? Ghost says, don't breathe reaction. So, if I want to see if we're talking about the same movie. There was a film on Netflix where I believe, and if I'm spoiling, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to summarize, give a general summary. Where a young lady, there was an attempted kidnapping, and the young lady got hit with some type of, whether it be drug, potion, needle, something that rendered her paralyzed throughout a large course of the film. If you're talking about that film, I did cheat on the YouTube family and watch that. I think I did it when it first came to Netflix. If we're talking about that film, I did cheat. Okay? So look, now you can't say that I didn't I didn't wait till it came out. I did cheat on the YouTube family and I did watch that. Okay? It was a late night and I just wanted to watch something and it was either Tubi or that and I did that. Okay? But I can't watch it. Somebody says Alien vs. Predator this week on Patreon. Hey, Negroes, listen to me. I'm gonna tell you one thing. So this is the thing, brother. Some of them folks don't even, if y'all are new here, man, if you're new to the stream, man, make sure you tap the like button, man. Make sure y'all tap that like button. Last week, I did something that I'm gonna keep doing. I told y'all that a lot of the stuff that gets voted on and selected to watch is in a huge part because of what the Patreon family does, YouTube and all of that. Man, I took it a step further this week. Chat, hey, Patreon family, do I gotta tell them what we did or are y'all gonna tell them? What did we do? They asked about Alien vs. Predator, so we're gonna discuss it. What did we do? Do I gotta tell them or y'all gonna tell them? What did the Patreon do this past week? Who picked every single thing that we watched for the whole week? Who did that? Patreon pick what dropped this week. Stop playing. And because that was such a hit, we're gonna do it today. Oh, not today. Whoa. Sorry. We're gonna do it. Aleka says us. That's right. Bad says we did on Patreon. Candace says we did. Y'all did. We probably run it back tomorrow. We're probably gonna run that thing back tomorrow. Well, I'm gonna probably run it back and let y'all pick again. So much so, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I dropped. Partially because I was delayed a little bit, about a day. Man, I dropped 4 movies on Patreon yesterday. Let me take, I know what y'all want to do, so let me grab your hand. 4 of them. I ain't gonna lie, dude. Y'all ran my pockets. You know, some stuff you strategically hold on to, you spread it out. You like, you know, when you get the bread and the butter, you get the bread, and you spread it out because when you bite that bread, right? When you bite that bread, you want to taste butter on every bite. You want to have jelly on every bite. So sometimes I might have about 4, 5, 6, 7 movies in the queue. You know, you spread it. Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday. You try to spread it. So when you drop all of them in one day, you ain't got nothing to spread no more. You understand me? Look, you got broke at it. You ran my pockets. So now I got to get back in the lab and record. I got to get back in the lab. Y'all emptied my pockets on the reactions, man. Man, let me stop before some folks think the stream froze for real. Bro, what the heck, bro? Look, I was speaking to my dad like, I heard what the heck. Hey, you know, sometimes parents will be like, don't even say it, but like, don't even say the lead. No, you didn't cuss, but don't even like you playing with it. For those of y'all who know, I don't know if some of y'all got parents like that, but it's like, don't even like, don't even. You know it's close. Don't even. That's what my dad used to be. You didn't cuss, but you don't even. But hold on, man, bro. Before I lost my train of thought, which I did. Lord have mercy, man. Hayden Grit 1884 coming through with like crazy love. Coming through with crazy love. Bet also F-150, the movie reaction. It's a great movie. Addict. What are we talking about? Addict, bro. Addict. Addict. It's been a while since I gave y'all another view. Addict. Just addict, bro. Addict. Man, I need some fresh air. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hold on. I need some fresh. Sorry, my garage door dirty, dog. Well, it's new, so I ain't tripping. Addict. I need some fresh air. Hold on. I need some fresh air. I need some fresh air like a mother, bro. Hold. Woo! All right. All right. Ah. Man, golly, Hayden, appreciate you so much, man. Hayden, appreciate you so much for that love. Robertson, I thought you said you was done, Robertson. See now, hey, Robertson, I thought you said you was done, bro. Robertson, I thought you said you was done. I'm not saying I'm glad you not, but I just thought you was. You just caught me off guard. You know what I'm saying? That's why I just thought you was. That's it. I just thought you was. Just join the VIP membership up on Patreon. Just join the VIP membership on Patreon. Looking forward to the reaction whenever you're able to. Battle Royale? Man, come on, bro. Run it. I would say I would do it tomorrow, but I have some exciting things I want to discuss with y'all that I have going on tomorrow. Hold on, bro. Man, it's been a crazy night. Courtney Jones, appreciate you for pulling up to the stream, Courtney. It's always good to see you. Charlo Siniski, appreciate you. Man, big shout out to all the people on the stream and big shout out to the people. Big shout out to all the people coming through with Super Chats tonight. Oh my goodness, man. Appreciate y'all so much. I was about to tell y'all something. Oh, so. Let me tell y'all about my Sundays, man. Let me tell y'all about my what, bro? This is crazy. You keep up the best. You the best. Keep up the good work, man. Hey, hold on. I gotta stop acting this. Look, see this. This is the thing. I'm not claiming I'm the biggest streamer in the world. Not claiming I'm the smallest. You know, some people see that be like, appreciate it. All right. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Man, heck no, bro. Like, man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all don't understand. Like, and for those y'all who don't know, I talked about this a couple months ago in March. Like, I legitimately stopped working my full-time job that I was working for over 11 years. Over 11 years. And I remember, like, and these are aspects of it that I did not necessarily go into in every video. And I'm appreciative of everybody and every opportunity that I had there. I just remember it was one of those things where it's like, if y'all have ever been somewhere for a long time and you leave, I would be capping to y'all if I said it was comfortable. I would be lying. There's no point in me lying. I would be lying to y'all if I said it was comfortable. It was one of those, and then you just had these thoughts. It's like, man, did I make the wrong decision? It's like, I know, you trust in God about a situation. You know, you worked hard for a situation, but you still, some of the times, like, and then you have to have that resolve to just trust in the Lord. But in the moment, sometimes it's just like, oh no, and it's like only time will tell, because I'm not saying that what I'm doing is a traditional route. If you would have asked me years ago, like, yo, what are you gonna be doing? I would not have thought like I would be making content on YouTube, interacting with y'all, chatting with y'all, and it would be something that people would like to see at the scale that they're seeing it. Never in 1,000 years would I have ever thought that. So I know to some people it's like, all right, bro, come on, you see that number by your account, man, you should be used to this by now. Man, no, bro. that's what I be trying to tell y'all. No. All of the love that y'all show, like, it's just crazy to think that I can be on the other side of the world in some instances, of the internet, of the screen in some instances, and people show that much love. That much love is just crazy to me, man. 100% God is good. 100% God is good. 100. I can never say anything less than that. Regardless of if it was $1 drop tonight, I can't say nothing less than that. I know for a fact he is. Oh, dang. All right, Sunday nights. Let me re-level. So Sunday nights have been extremely busy for me this year. For anybody in the Nashville, Tennessee area, right? Tomorrow is gonna be a big a big deal for me. Hopefully we can get the job done. So this year I went ahead and I put a Pro-Am team in the Nashville Pro-Am. I have a team ball all day. Team ball, I know a lot of times on the streams and videos reaction, y'all see me wearing ball all day. It's not a flex. It's more of a working mindset. It's like grind all day to ball all day. It's like, grind all night to ball all day. It's just a mindset, you know what I'm saying? But it heavily relates to sports because I love competing. I love hooping. I love basketball. I love filming it. I love captioning it. I love athletes. It's just something about working hard and failing and succeeding and just the journey. I just love it. Like one of my favorite players ever was Kobe, right? And he has injuries. He had ups, he had downs. So anyway, I put a team in there with ball all day. Shout out to Coach Q Hicks. Shout out my coach KY as well. And this is our first time ever in the Nashville Pro-Am. First time ever. Now I've captured stuff for it before. This is first year ever. And man, we actually made it to the championship. We actually made it to the championship tomorrow. And I'm not like, and I'm competitive. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I'm competitive. I'm super competitive. But I'm also like thankful, man. I mean, this year I really expected to have a team in the Pro-Am and I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn a lot from it. And not only did we learn, but man, we at the championship tomorrow. We're at the championship. So for anybody who wants to see basketball, it's supposed to be hot tomorrow though. That's the only thing, y'all. It is supposed to be blazing. And I ain't gonna lie, that gym and the AC, but anyway, if you're in the Nashville, Tennessee area and you want to see if we can pull it out, I'm confident in our guys. And actually, no, so I'm not playing. This is just a team that I've sponsored, managed, and put in. My little brother is actually one of the athletes on the team as well. You can check it out. You can check that out. So hopefully we get the job done. Hopefully we get the job done tomorrow. But on the other end of that, then also for Sundays, because y'all know the House of the Dragon reactions have been dropping, so I try my best to react to those. I try my best to react to those on Sunday, and I've been trying my hardest to make sure I get those out on Monday. So that is what Sundays look like. And the only reason I bring that up is I probably won't be able to do movie reactions tomorrow. Oh, and then Sunday, outside of that, church, man. I got to tap in with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I got to tap in with the church family. So I got church in the morning, and then Pro-Am championship, man. I'm excited to see what we can do with that, and then some House of the Dragons. Casey said I want to see a game. Send a link. So I do film. So I do a lot of filming for our team. So once I get that situated, I can get you the highlights. Let me ask y'all a question. So with ball all day, I'm gonna ask y'all this, and I don't know if my dog's on the stream or not. I'm just talking. I'm in a conundrum because with ball all day, I typically showcase all athletes, despite what team they're on, right? Despite what team they're on, I showcase them, because I remember like growing up, if everybody didn't have somebody highlighting their talents, you had to be LeBron or somebody, which we'll talk about LeBron in the trade here in a second. For somebody who want to pull up to your game and film you. So I just wanted to provide something to the city that nobody was really doing. And there were a few people doing it. Let me not discredit them. There were a few people doing it, but I wanted to be able to provide that to people to be able to look back on and have those memories and highlight talent that we have, because the city does have some talent. The conundrum that I'm in this year is I've actually sponsored and co-own a team, right? And the team is team ball all day. But a majority of the players from all the league, from all the city, are used to me posting everybody's clips and highlights, sometimes social media, things of that nature. So the conundrum I'm in is one of my players, one of my dogs, got absolutely posted. Okay, absolutely. I'm talking about. Hey! Right? My brother, if you're on this stream and you're watching this, I mean, no disrespect, brother. I'm just telling the story. And I'm telling why I'm just telling the story. Angel Minaj, what's going on? One of my players got put on a poster. All right? Apollo, we're gonna get to your question. Sorry, story time with Addict. Got put on a absolute poster. And I'm going to be honest with you. It was also a little bit of white on black crime. Okay? It was white on black crime that transpired. And a part of me was like, it's other cameras in the building. I know they used to me posting everybody's stuff, but I got a team this year, so I can't really, I ain't trying to, it might not be best for me. Like if you play for the Suns, right, on the Suns IG, they not gonna post one of their players getting dunked on. They not. But it's different because like I have a media brand that's for the city, but this year I decided to specialize in just the team. So we won the game, the playoff game, and I was in the line shaking up with the other team. And somebody said, it's probably your internet. If I'm glitching out, let me know. Can y'all still hear you, boy? Let me know. If I'm glitching out, let me know. Am I good? Thumbs up in the chat if I'm good. Thumbs down if I'm not. Good. All right, cool. So as we're going through the line, right, you go through and let me give y'all the visual. As you go through the line, right, this me. It's me. It's like, hey, good game. And I'm with the guy who dunked on my player. And he give me that look, because, everybody used to me just sitting in the clips, and I'm like, and he like, he said, I already know, bro. I'm like, bro, He's like, I already know. I'm like, listen, it ain't even personal, family. Like, like, it's just, because of where my allegiance is this year, I can't do it. I can't do it. You did God, it was crazy. I just can't post it though. Good game though. But like what I'll do is I'll put out the full game highlights. And if you grab the clip, then like, you know what I'm saying? It's on the internet. He's like, all right, bet. So that is the story on that with that. Best of luck to your team, Addison. Appreciate you, Hayden Grant. Appreciate you. So I just wanted to know what y'all thought about what type of, hold on, let me go. Sorry, y'all. Hey, somebody trying to erase me in the chat, man. Somebody's trying to erase me in the chat. That was a crazy question, though. The mods are doing what the mods do. But I asked all that to say, do y'all, if I posted, am I wrong? Because I feel like I am, but I just wanted to talk to the chat. If I posted, am I wrong? Just let me know. Justice8176 says, when do you plan to play Resident Evil Requiem? And do you need any tips for the next time you play? The biggest thing about when I do the gaming streams is the first like 5 to 10 minutes, I have to refamiliarize myself with the game just based on the fact that I've done a whole bunch of other things since playing the game. But then I get back into the gaming mode pretty quickly. Apollo AP5914 is posting the tag to both. No, see, I can't trust y'all for nothing, bro. I can't, bro. I'm trying to have a serious conversation with y'all. I'm trying to have a serious conversation. You talking about some post them and tag them. That's low down. Y'all reacting to Dead City and Daryl show, brother? What's up, Rayvon _13? I would like to. I can't guarantee anything in that. I can't guarantee it just yet. My prerogative right now and goal is to shift more towards a lot of movies than shows, just because it's a difficult thing to get everything scheduled. But yeah, somebody the Ghost Sticker said I already gave my answer. Hold on, Ghost Sticker. Let me see what you said, Ghost Sticker. Hey, you got to support your guys, and that's just how it is. They can publicize it, push it, but this year is not your place. Right. You're right. And I think that's the stance I'm gonna take. And yeah, Adrian Broner dash E61 says, yo, what's up? What's going on, fam? Apollo says, have you seen Ozark or Shameless? I talked about this a little earlier. I seen seasons 1 through 3 of Ozark, and then I started to react to season 4, and did not finish that because my brother and friend co-host who I was reacting to that with passed, so I just kind of paused on that. Matthew Furio 9759 says you're gonna react to World War Z after all. I actually reacted to World War Z this week. Actually, hold on. Discord family, when did we react to World War Z? It was a live reaction. For those y'all don't, that's why y'all gotta tap into the Discord. Sometimes I do live reactions. I think we did that about 3 nights ago. So that reaction is coming. Adrian Broner says, have you seen Game of Thrones House of the Dragons? I've seen everything up to what's out. So I'm actually actively reacting to that series. So yes. Jesus Lyra says, would you watch Hill House? Tell me a little bit more about it. Abba Kamiski 2558 says, are you gonna watch Doctor Who with the show on hiatus? I've heard a lot about Doctor Who. Matter of fact, I'm capping. I've seen it pop up on my radar a lot. I know absolutely nothing about Doctor Who. I know that it has a pretty crazy fan base based upon the amount of people who talk about it and whatnot. But I would like to check out that series. I don't know when though. Somebody said it was Thursday. Yeah, we just watched that film. We just watched it. I don't think it was Thursday, was it? Somebody, Christina, shout out the Maz in the shout out to Maz in the chat. Shout out Christina in the chat. Jamal Brown says, do you plan on watching anime? I recommend Attack on Titan, one of the best. So I actually did react to the entire first season of Attack on Titan. Those reactions are up. I might have a playlist for those. It's probably been over 2 or 3 years since I posted another reaction, but I did all of season 1, and I definitely plan on doing more. Bear Boy says, y'all watched the first season of Peaky Blinders and stopped. I was sick. Yes, but that was for a reason. I actually addressed this a little bit earlier, but I know some people coming in at different times, so it's perfectly fine. The only reason I reacted to the first season and stopped is because my co-host that I had reacting to that series moved. So I had to go back to the drawing board about doing that one. Dreams 2129 says Hill House with Osaf would be so funny. Is Hill House a comedy or is it a horror? Let me know. I wonder if you're saying that because it is a horror and that's why you say what you say, knowing that Osafa probably does not like horror. So sometimes people who do not like horrors make for some of the best horror reactions. Roxy says, oh man, WWZ is one of the favorite movies now. That will be a great reaction. That movie is crazy. We'll talk about it though. Going into that film, because I do believe I have seen that film before, but I'll tell y'all this in the intro. The only 2 things I remember about that movie is that the zombies were extremely fast and that Brad Pitt was in it. Those are the only 2 things I remembered at the time of doing that reaction. And I reacted to it, and then, now I'm up to speed on remembrance. But if y'all even watch some of the Walking Dead videos, I oftentimes will talk about the fact that, man, at least these ain't the World War Z ones. At least these ain't the World War Z ones. What I'm referring to is not any of the lore or anything outside of that. I'm referring to the fact that one of the only things I remembered is that these things were fast as all get out. And that's why sometimes it's fun to do a movie that is like you've seen, but you can't remember any. I did not remember anything. Matter of fact, no, I take it back. The only thing I think I remembered that is like, yeah, this feels familiar, without spoiling y'all, is the attack on the helicopter. Somebody said, have you heard that the new Jon Snow series was in the works? Stop playing. Stop playing, bro. I'm set. Stop playing. Stop. Y'all know Jon. And a lot of people didn't like my take. I can't even say it because if any of my co-hosts on here, they see this is the thing. If any of my co-hosts or crew is actually on the stream, they probably just gonna sit in silence and not even say. They probably sitting there eating their ice cream, just listen, knowing good and well I'm about to talk about some spoiler information. They're just gonna be sitting there like this. No, this is what they're gonna be like because you know most times it's dark, right? So they'll probably, you know, this what it look like when you're at night scrolling on your phone, looking at the stream. What you talking about on here, Negro? Negro, I said what I said about Walter Price. And what? That's probably what they like on the at home. Some of my co-hosts probably on the stream right now, peeping, looking right now, looking here, little boy. Somebody said that's exactly how I look right now. Hey, if I'm lying, I'm dying, bro. Yeah, if I'm lying, some of y'all on the stream right now, just like this. Some of y'all on the stream, just like this, bro. If I'm lying, let me know. Some of y'all on the stream, just like this. What this person talking about in the chat? Some of y'all like this. Man, bro, if you don't shut up and actually drop a video, nobody trying to see this live stream. What the heck is wrong with you? That was funny though, I ain't gonna lie. But I done asked this man a question like 5 times. He ain't responded to my question at all, bro. He done responded to this person like 5 times. He ain't responded to me at all. Bro, I'm finna get off this stream, bro. God, leave. Man, stop asking questions. Let me get my question answered. Hey, am I lying? If I'm lying, let me know. If I'm lying, let me know. That's how some of y'all on the stream right now. Somebody said you ain't lying, but I need that 6x3. I'm gonna get that up. Let me try to get that up this week. Nathaniel Wong. Ronnie, what's good, my friend? I've been doing pretty good. How about you? Hey, Sue says, when are you gonna watch Ready or Not 2? Hey, YouTube, bro. Speaking of Ready or Not 2, yeah, see y'all. I feel like y'all have a good gauge of me, right? Sometimes y'all be playing, and I'm gonna call y'all out on y'all mess. I'm gonna call y'all out on y'all mess, bro. I am. I'm not gonna keep playing with y'all. I think somebody asked me to watch They Will Kill You. I did. I reacted to it. And then the same day I had on slate for Ready or Not. Them movie, man, them some evil mess. It's just evil. And then the other day they had me watch This Is the End. Let me go ahead and answer this question about Snowfall because I see it coming through the chat a lot. Am I going to be able to have the whole gang react to it? Probably not. A lot of the squad has actually already seen Snowfall. So it probably will not be a everybody watch type thing, especially since I don't know everybody's schedule. Second of all, I have never seen Snowfall. I've never seen Power. What's the other one? The Book of Canaan, whatever. I've never seen any of those shows. I do plan on watching them at some point. Whether they're solo, whether they're group, I don't know. But just know I do plan on watching them. But I have to lower my voice because, like I told y'all, I am gonna be having a series of late night reactions that are gonna be coming, and Bridgerton is supposed to be that one. But you know, maybe I can talk to him and we can see. Can I do an episode of Bridgerton, then an episode of Snowfall, then another episode of Snowfall, then another episode of Snowfall, and then Bridgerton? But we'll see. We'll talk about it. As a family, we will sit down and we will discuss what I should do. Rondi Veal says you should watch Boondock Saints with Daryl Dixon. I forgot y'all told me he was in that. The other movie I seen Daryl in outside of Walking Dead was one of the Blade movies. It was cool to see him in that. Somebody said can't hear a doggone. Is my audio out? I am Ghost. Somebody said can't hear a doggone. Let me know. Is my audio out? Zuku, James, that's your kid. I told y'all. I told you he was in the chat. I told you, bruh. I told you. I told you, and you saw my reenactment. I told you, bro. Yeah. Out yourself. I ain't gonna say who it is, but I told you. I knew it. And you was on that phone, just how I said, too, wasn't you? You was on that phone just like this. And I was about to give a spoiler. You was on that phone just like this. You was on that phone just like this. Man, what this Negro in here talking about? What this man on here? I knew it, bro. I knew it. That's why I can't talk to y'all about the real spoiler stuff. I can't because they lurking. That's why, Matt, why you here, I'm finna talk crazy to him. That's why what you said about Rob and that red wedding, you foul for that, bro. Yeah, you can't argue back now. What you said about Walter Frey, what you said, tell Walter Frey, come here. Tell him square up. Man, I ain't finna do no punching stuff because you know they be making memes out of people who can't fight, and then when you actually throw a punch on live, they clip that and then say how you cannot even beat up your own granny. So I'm not finna throw no punches. You wild for that, bro. They said James would love President Voldemort. Like, I ain't gonna lie. He'll probably think Voldemort. Never mind. Stop. Don't spoil. Don't say no villains. Don't say no villains because James may not even think they villains. James may not even think they villains. Let's just stop, y'all. Let's just stop. Every person that y'all talking about, he probably think is a superhero. That's crazy. Selenovsky says, well, Addison, my friend, I work early on Sundays feeding. Oh, hold on, you doing the Lord's work. I work early on Sundays feeding the happy church people. So you have a good day tomorrow, church, and good luck with your team tomorrow. Appreciate you, Salo Siniski. Talk to you later. Appreciate you for pulling up to the stream. Roxy said, did he just whisper? This old lady just jumped out her chair. Walked out loud. Yeah, I did say that. I'm going to bring y'all some late night reactions. On a few of these nights, you know, your boy like to get out there in that city league. And I like to. I just broke my mic playing with y'all. I just broke my mic, y'all. Sure did. Y'all be doing too much sometimes, man. Sit you behind down. Just stream like a regular person, bro. Stop doing all that. That's y'all. Just ask normal questions. But I only say that to say, I'm gonna have to give up one of them nights of hooping so I can buckle down and have a late night series with y'all. Eat, Pray, Smoke said, how you gonna blame us? Because you was trying to play defense on the other side of the screen. Just let me get the layup. It's not that serious. It's just 2 points. That's how. Just let me get the, bro. It's just 2 points. It's 4 quarters. It's just 2 points. Let me get the layup. What about the MCU movie run? Man, after seeing that Doomsday trailer, Christina, my mods, we need to have a conversation. They saying that y'all done set your boy up by having me react to the Doomsday trailer. I'm sitting here wondering why everybody's excited that Captain America is walking back at the end of the trailer. Now let's have a conversation. I'm sitting here wondering, like, why? Y'all said it like the man was dead. Let's have real conversations now. Let's not dodge no smoke. So everybody in the trailer like, oh, Aaron Rodgers. No, that's the quarterback. What's his name? Aaron something? I was about to say Aaron Rodgers. Oh, Captain America. What I didn't highlight is that man held Thor's hammer, which that was crazy. Did they set me up? Christina said they say a lot of things. Steve Rogers. I said Aaron. I said Aaron Rodgers. That's a whole quarterback. Can you react to the Wolverine game? Maybe. I didn't even know that was a I used to play the Spider-Man game. I didn't know there was a Wolverine game. All right, let's talk about LeBron, man. Let's talk about LeBron. Let's talk about Ryan Clark. Let's talk about what's your boy name? Cam Newton. Let's talk about that. So the news broke, and let me get my steps in. How many steps I got for today? How many steps do I have for today? How many steps do I have? Oh man, I done locked myself out of my phone. It said I can't log in. Look, Junk said I can't log in again for or attempt to log in again for another 15 minutes. That's stupid. Anyway, LeBron to the 76ers. How do I feel about that? I don't know. Somebody said I look mad short back there. Yeah, because I'm small in the frame. If I walk here and I'm a smidge over here, well, I'm supposed to look tall. What do you think I'm Victor Wembanyama? Okay, here to make who is that? Perfection Kawandi happy. Here we go. If you want, I'm gonna be as tall as the doggone garage door open. Okay, let me speak like I'm LeBron talk. All right, so yeah, thoughts on the LeBron the 76ers trade. I personally feel like that automatically makes them contenders for a deep run in the playoffs. See, a lot of folks like to cap and be like, oh, to win the title stuff. I'm just saying for a deep run in the playoffs. You got Jaylen Brown, you have Tyrese Maxey, right? You have LeBron, and you have Joel Embiid, and other basketball players who are really good. I don't want to discredit them. That is a solid lineup. You had a good mixture of youth. You have a dominant post. You have somebody who can score on multiple different levels and play defense in Jaylen Brown, and you have the leadership, the championship pedigree, and overall just one of the great, some people would say the greatest, but I say one of the greatest basketball players of all time, LeBron James. So I was actually curious to see if he was going to go to Golden State, just because people have been, him and Curry, especially after Team USA stuff. So I was curious to see if that was going to happen. But I'm not going to lie. I'm actually not even a fan of any NBA team anymore. I'm not a fan of any NBA team anymore. And one of the primary reasons why is because people switch teams so much, it's hard for me to even fall in love with their program. I like players, but I'm not necessarily just in love with any team. Now, the team that I did used to like growing up was the Lakers, but that was at a time where I feel like players stayed with teams for a long haul. Like Kobe was with the Lakers his entire career. I think there's only like 3 or 4 times when that was a possibility that he was going to go somewhere else. And it may not have been 3 or 4. And of course, now podcast is going to drop, well, Kobe was actually about to leave to go to play in China somewhere. Of course, people going on the podcast say whatever. So that's my thoughts about the LeBron situation to the 76ers. That's going to be crazy, man. That's going to be crazy. And yeah, so now that I've spoken on my thoughts about my LeBron from the air level of LeBron, I hope that answers every question. So let me get down from here. All right. Somebody said I was too short to talk about that, so hopefully I gave y'all a higher perspective. Nah, perfect. You say nah, you perfect. I had to get. Somebody said Joel Embiid is soft. I don't personally hold that same opinion, but I get it though. I get you have another team and you just got varying opinions. Now, let's briefly talk about some news I saw from ESPN, and I think it involved Ryan Clark, right? Getting fired pretty much on air. And then Cam Newton, he also was let go too. And y'all know a lot of times I don't speak about real life trending things on this channel. I typically don't. I'm privy to some of them, right? But because of the nature of me making sure I talk more about the entertainment-based things on this channel, I just kind of steer away from some of that stuff, Not that I don't have opinions on it. It's just not what I necessarily have consistently talked about on this channel. So I wanted to keep this channel about that. But I did hear the news about him getting fired, what was it, last week? And then Cam Newton and ESPN letting go quite a few people. And the thing I thought about that is, why I really enjoy, like some people don't understand it. And again, the Bible says a man should not work, he should not eat. So I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way. You got to work, man. You got to take care of your family. You got to provide. But sometimes when you're in the content space, it's a little different. It's a little different. And when I was thinking about that, I was thinking about the fact that it is cool that he has his own podcast and things going, because sometimes when people get let go of something like that when they're in that area, and they have the talent or level or thoughts and opinions and the sports pedigree that he does, it could be like, dang, what am I gonna do next? which is one of the main reasons that is building this channel out. I told y'all for years, I wasn't just doing this channel. I was not just doing this channel. I still had a 9 to 5. And then I would come here and work this from 5 back to 9. And I'm not talking about 9 p.m. I'm talking about 9 a.m. You understand? So there's a certain level of, regardless of, and it's crazy too, because you'll see somebody at that level like, oh, some people, this person can't get fired at all. This person can't get fired at all. And I talk about this on the content creator channel a lot. These are big companies, man. You know, and I remember this when I was walking out the door of the previous job. They're gonna have somebody else in my seat in probably less than 2 months. You know? They're gonna have somebody else in my seat in probably less than 2 months. So you have to work on your craft, you have to work on your skills. Now, if you want to continue to work for a company, that's fine. But at the same time, I do feel like it was very important for me to build up this channel that I have here, just because you never know what could happen. Like, even with this channel, you never know what could happen. You never know what could happen. So I think it's a lot of times people will pour a lot of energy and effort into one thing. And what do they tell y'all all the time, man? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. And I say this, and I got like 24 dozen eggs in this basket, but I still love y'all though, man. So I heard about it. I thought it was interesting, and in the media space. And then at the same time, I thought about like how cool it is to be able to have a platform to where you can talk about and share your narrative and share different things about it. Rev, Dr. April, just showing a seed in good ground. Have a blessed night. See, look, Rev, man. Username Rev, Dr. April. Miss April, I appreciate you so much. Miss April came through the other night. I forget if it was night or morning time. When I tell y'all, man, every time I hear from Miss April, she always got some positive stuff to say. It's always love. It's always love. And the crazy thing about it is, let me just be honest with y'all, it's the internet. If I were to show y'all some of the comments I get on here about things people say they would do to me, what they feel about my intelligence level, what they feel about this tape, over fictional characters. I don't like the same character as you, so you want me to do XYZ to myself and you gonna do XYZ to my family, this and the third? It's like, what's going on? Can we talk? Can we talk? Can we talk? You know, the character that I don't like of yours is, they're not real. Not at all. Like, somebody wrote them. All right, they wrote them. I'm a real person. Why would you want to dismiss me from this earth because I don't like the same character of yours, who is a villain, by the way, who's a villain, certified villain, certified. What's wrong? Do we need to talk about this? Somebody said 1800 Tony YouTube said, how do I recognize you? Do you do reaction videos? Yes. I do create reaction videos, amongst other things, for sure. So I say that, say, Miss April, I appreciate you for always coming through with something positive and uplifting to say. I appreciate you. And I'm not saying I'm the type of person who's above feedback and critique on certain things. 100%. I mean, iron sharpens iron. So if there's something I need to work on and somebody says it, it's just like sometimes people say stuff to you and it's just like purely just mean and rude. You know, so it's just like purely mean and rude. Like, I kid you not. And I'm not the type of person that always goes black and white with things, or black, white, and purple with things, even though the name of my channel is Everyday Negroes. But, you know, there's certain things about myself I can't change. I can't change the fact that I'm a black man here in America reacting to videos. Like, I'm going to be black every day. That ain't going to change. But, like, when people, like, tell you stuff like, and I'm not going to call nobody out in particular, like, yeah, go back and react to Planet of the Apes. That's something that you should know about. Or go react to Black Panther. That's more your speed. It's like, what are you trying to say, family? It's like, for real? But I do feel like when you're behind a username and you can say whatever you say and you don't think anybody will catch you and things of that nature, it's just like, it's crazy. Christina, appreciate you so much. Appreciate you. But yeah, it's like, yeah, a lot of the stuff. So it's a lot of things that come through that y'all will probably never see. And now YouTube does a good job of filtering out stuff that they feel like shouldn't even be there before it even gets there. But yeah. Ortiz Edit says, yo, Addison, are you gonna watch Spider-Man Brand New Day? Is that the newest movie or is that a previous one? But the answer is yes. Katrina says, where are you right now? The back rooms? No. So if y'all are tuning in live, y'all are sitting in what is eventually going to be the new studio. I'm just decided to kick it with y'all here live, get y'all out of the space that I typically talk to y'all and interact with y'all in. But this is going to potentially be the new studio. Christina says in about 4.5 years. That's wild. That's wild. I do need to catch up on my MCU stuff for sure, but not 4.5. Hopefully not 4.5. Life with Kalia, what's going on? Simply Rage, it says, what happened to your last studio? Nothing actually happened. So I actually still record out of that space. I'm just in the process of moving. And one of the big factors of why that was to be able to have a little bit more space for the content and whatnot that I create. Because even for the streaming, like I said, if I have ideas, I really want to have a mix between being able to do reactions, being able to do gaming content that y'all have been suggesting. And then also one of the other things is it would be cool to have more of a sit down podcast type style format. I mean, y'all say y'all feel like most of the reactions is podcasts anyway because of how much we talk. So maybe some of the stuff won't even have a backing of a particular show being shown. It'll just more so be discussions. Somebody said, will you ever react to Supernatural? Actually, on Patreon, I have a few of those reactions up. I hate that I have not been able to continue more of those. I think I had a few VIP submissions to get that stuff done. So I had to honor that, but I do plan on reacting to that show for sure. Thank you, Destiny. She did answer that. Moon Honey says, it's weird seeing you at a studio. Yeah, for sure. I was wondering if that was going to be the case because I'm so used to being in that space with y'all. You know, it's like I'm so used to being in that space with y'all that it does feel a little bit weird talking to y'all outside of that space, for sure. But yeah. So I don't know. Maybe like eventually, like I said, Lil Willing, this will be the new norm. Like it probably won't be this angle though. It'll probably be another angle. I'm trying to be cautious because it's a little dirty here. As far as the matter of fact, I was about to pick up the broom and brush them like that was actually gonna help anything. Life with Kalia says, can you react to some Disney movies? Absolutely. Y'all have been running me through the gutter with all these horror films. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, a film I personally want to watch because I remember the feeling I had watching it when I was younger, and I enjoyed the film. I want to watch The Iron Giant. Can I? Is that cool with the YouTube? Can I give y'all something different? I want to watch The Iron Giant, bro. I don't know why I have this feeling. I just really want to sit down and watch The Iron Giant. I don't know. I've been feeling this way for like 3 months. I've been feeling this way for 3 months. I remember seeing it when I was younger, and I just remember like, man, this is a great film. Now, obviously, I had a young mind then. It would be cool to see what I get from it now. That I'm grown, but that I'm older than what I was. Rich off prescription says, will you guys watch The Wire Sopranos? I can't speak for everybody, but I do plan on watching both of those series. I've been hearing about The Wire more so than Sopranos, but I do plan on watching it. Have you watched The Last of Us? Yes. Hey, Bizzle, I actually have both of those reactions up on the channel. I have a playlist. So if you go to my channel, click on the playlist, you should see a playlist for The Last of Us reactions, and that should contain season 1 and season 2 reactions. Now you'll see the co-host change in that series just because the co-host that I had passed away. So that's why I continue watching that series. Actually, I would not even have watched The Last of Us series had it not been for him, because he was the one who was telling me about it because he used to play the games, I believe. So he put me on it, and I'm glad he introduced me to it because I love that series. Chase Allen says, did you start watching Fear the Walking Dead? No, I did not stop watching Fear the Walking Dead. I do have more I have to get to, but I have more available on Patreon than what is currently available on YouTube. Would you ever watch Silo Going? Absolutely. JSV says, my condolences. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Community says, Ted Lasso. I need to get back to that. I'm just trying to determine whether I'm going to that solo, since the co-host that I had at that time has moved, or if I'm going to attempt to see if I can get somebody else to consistently be on it. Bab D717 says, join the Patreon. Appreciate you so much for shouting that out. It's a lot of fun over there. Ortiz Edit says, yo, Adam, what's some tips you have for a new YouTube channel? Tips I have for a new YouTube channel, again, I try to give most of this stuff over on the content creation side. So go there for more in-depth stuff. Go there, just type in my name, Adison. Last name is Hardyway. I talk about a lot more in-depth stuff there. No gatekeeping. And obviously I can share what I can share and can't share what I can't share, just to be honest with you. But a tip I would say is be ready to adapt, man. I understand you go in knowing or feeling like you know what you want to do, but then just remain open to how that may change, right? Because if you're putting videos out for yourself, that's different than putting videos out for other people. So again, if you're posting videos online for other people to see and you want other people involved, then keep other people in. Say it with me, ladies and gentlemen, mind. But yeah, so that's the tip I'll say. Prime example of that being, I would have never watched Game of Thrones had y'all not suggested it. Probably not. Not to say that the show wasn't good. It's just I heard it was crazy. Caitlin Lee 3851 says, "Nice to meet you, Addison. Nice to meet you as well, man." I'm assuming it's a male just based upon the fact that most Caitlins that I see are girls or women. I don't think I've ever met a Caitlin that was. Never mind. Let me just be quiet. And EDM reactions to them. I watched the first episode a while ago. I'm gonna have to start that over. Somebody said, so that's another person that says, "While I'm in the back rooms." Chat, does this really look like the back rooms for real? Like, keep it a bean. Does this is this giving back rooms vibe, or y'all just having some recency bias because I recently reacted to back rooms? Keep it a bean. It gives back room vibes. All right, let's dispel this myth. Let's dispel this myth. So if this is giving back rooms, I should be able to walk right here, right? Right? If this is back rooms, I should be able to walk right here. Facts? I want to help, like, we can either prove this or not prove it right now. What y'all think? Is this back rooms? All I need to see is 2 more of this is back rooms, and then we can test the theory. I just need 2 more. If I get 2 more, yes, this is back rooms, we can test this theory. That's yes from Britt. Yes. All right, cool. Let's test it. Hold on. Maybe this wall is, though. Maybe this wall is. So that wall wasn't. I think it was the POV. I think it's POV. Let's see if this wall is. Okay? So you see this? See this wall? Okay. Maybe I need to get a running start. Let me get a running start. It is back rooms. I just had the wrong wall, y'all. I had the wrong wall. I guess y'all right. This is the back rooms. Huh. Wow. It's a lot I could do here. Huh. Hey, Bizzle says, check out the Chosen series. See, and Destiny laughing at me. Y'all, why Destiny laughing at me? Y'all told me it's back rooms and y'all was right. I tried to watch this movie called Noah, right? And I'm gonna let the reaction do what the reaction gonna do. So I can't spoil all the thoughts and opinions that are gonna come out about that film because, yeah. Some of the stuff that they have in these films about the biblical stories, they just add a lot of sprinkles to it. They just add a lot of sprinkles. Like the rock. No, I'm not gonna do it. Y'all gonna see the reaction when it come out. Y'all are gonna see the reaction when it comes out. For sure, y'all gonna see the reaction. Simply Ray says, not gonna lie, y'all is gonna hate Supernatural once you get halfway through. I hope not. Somebody said, sup, cheat people. Why you call the folks cheat people? Oh, we do all have cheats. We do all have cheats, so. Bruce Almighty could be a great reaction. Listen, man, I just watched This Is the End. And one thing y'all will know, this is one thing y'all can pick up about me pretty quickly. This is one thing y'all can pick up about me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because in Eurotrip, it was the same way. I think I'm gonna officially stop calling films cold turkey, right? I think I might just start saying going blindly. Y'all know I be using phrases for my own meaning. And people told me, that's not what cold turkey really means. Cold turkey means like if you were to just stop drinking and you just really just quit the habit and you don't go again. And I was like, yeah, you're probably right. But like, when I say I'm about to watch a movie cold turkey, that's just what I wanted it to mean. Because cold turkey is an animal that's frozen and y'all just chose to make it mean that. I wanted it to mean something different. I'm different, bro. I'm just different. So anyway, I say a lot of the stuff I do go into blindly. So when some crazy stuff happen, it's just kind of like, what did y'all? I pause because I'm not trying to comfort y'all neck, but sometimes I'm like, why did y'all send this to me? Why? Why did you send this to me, huh? This is the end. Backstreet Boys? For real? For those of y'all who know, you know. What are we doing? Okay. What, why are the Backstreet Boys leading us in praise and heathen? Not praise and worship, praise and heathen. Why are the Backstreet Boys leading us in praise and heathen? That just watch the reaction. When it comes out, just watch the reaction. Don't even bring up Shannon Tatum. Please, please, please don't. You just reminded me. I can't spoil the reaction. I want to talk about it. I'm not going to spoil it. It's not out yet. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it. The dog walk was insane. Candace says, don't come at the Backstreet Boys. That's fine. Just stop having them lead praise and worship in heaven. That's just not going to happen. They should remove me from the king. That is not the right song to sing. These heathens here are tripping. Have you seen Bad Boys franchise? I feel like I've seen the first movie, but I have not. No, I've not seen. I'm pretty sure somewhere along the lines of my life I've seen the first movie, but no, I have not seen that franchise outside of probably the first one. Have you watched Nobody's Fool? No. I pride myself in being nobody's fool, but I have not seen Nobody's Fool. Somebody said the audio being off makes this so much funnier. Is it really that bad of a delay? It probably is. It probably is. Is the delay? Is it a crazy delay? I remember when I jumped into the pool, there was a delay. They said it is. Oh man. You know what that means, y'all? They said it's that bad of a delay. Okay. Y'all know what that means? It sounds like one of them Chinese films. Do you know what that means? It might be time for us to end this stream. I love you, but sometimes it's time to go. It's hard to say goodbye, but it's important because there's the opportunity to see each other another day. Man, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. If y'all want more Sunday Night Lives, man, or more progress on the studio, again, tap into the Content Creator channel for more behind the scenes stuff about this. I know I'm probably still sounding out of sync with the audio, as a lot of people have mentioned. So this is what we're going to end it. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. More reactions and more videos are on the way. But as for now, I must be on mine.